Behind me is a new flagship SUV, but it's not just another luxury barge. Genesis has really added some major innovation into this new GV90, and in today's video I'm going to take you through some of the crazy features that Genesis has baked in to its new flagship that really are changing the game. Now, this is a version of the GV90 called the Neo Loon, and what they've done with this is incorporate a rearward hinge coach door, but not only just a coach door, it is a full pillarless SUV. So what that means is, in a typical coach door setup, like for example Rolls-Royce, you'll still have a B pillar, but Genesis has gone away from the B pillar, which has taken some real technical innovation. There's a reason we don't see a lot of vehicles without B pillars. Now, there are a couple, like the BMW i3 and some pickup trucks have a swing out door, but the difference is with the swing out door, the front door has to be open first before it can open the rear door. This is different. You can open up any door at any time. But by eliminating the B pillar, you're eliminating a lot of potential body rigidity. So Genesis really had to engineer around this challenge. What they've done is they've incorporated the crash structure into the door, really stiff door beams, and the B pillar, according to Genesis, is still here. It's just integrated into the doors with these really strong latches that act as a sort of pillar with the doors closed. We also have a lot of high strength materials around the safety cell. The Genesis GV90 is something like 72% aluminum. And then if you look at the seals, this is another challenge. They had to use triple seals to keep water out of the vehicle. So a lot of complex engineering going on here. The way this door works is pretty wild because it actually slides back ever so slightly before it opens. And it's got sensors in it, of course, so it can't open if it senses an object, which is pretty cool. Let's take a quick look at that mechanism, show you how it works. So this is a cast iron hinge with an aluminum housing, and it has to be really, really strong because the door itself weighs something like 70 plus kilograms, and that's because of all the structure within the door. So it's a very heavy door, and they don't want it to rattle or jiggle or that kind of thing. So a huge amount of engineering went into the hinge mechanism itself. And I want to show you this. Ooh, I can't because the car's off. But it has a 5mm thick glass as well. And look at just the sheer thickness of that door. Now, what's absolutely crazy about this setup is Genesis says even with these wild doors, they have best-in-class passenger cell intrusion on side impacts, which is a lot of engineering. And in fact, the version of the GV90 with the coach doors is actually 12% stiffer than the version that has the B pillar and the normal door. So that's some impressive engineering right there. Now, one of the other cool features inside this Neo Loon is the option to pivot the front seats rearward. So as my buddy Roberto is demonstrating now, if you push and hold a button on the door, that front seat will do this little fold, and then give it enough time and it will actually pivot rearward so you can have a full lounge-like experience from front to rear passengers. Now, you might be thinking, well, this is a cool thing, but this is clearly a concept car. It's not going to make it into production. But the wild thing about what we're looking at here is this is the full-on production version of the GV90. So this is actually happening, and it's a really unique feature. Now, obviously, you can't drive the car with the front seat in that position, but if you are, for example, sitting at a charger, you want to have a nice conversation or a business meeting. Robbie, pretend we're having a business meeting here.
Hello, business. Synergy.
Yeah.
Brand new markets.
It's a great place to talk about synergies and brand new markets. Now, another feature that Genesis has incorporated is a world first. The world first roof airbag. And you're probably thinking, well, is that like a side curtain? It's not. It's separate from that. This vehicle is a total of 12 airbags, including an airbag that can extend over the entire roof in the result of a rollover. Apparently, folks ejecting out the sunroof is not an uncommon problem. So Genesis,
it's terrifying,
it's just a horrible thought. Yeah. So Genesis has actually incorporated the world's first full-on roof airbag to prevent you from leaving the vehicle at the sunroof, and also glass entering the vehicle, which is actually surprisingly, Robbie, a problem like a lot of people have concerns about. So,
I would be concerned if you have a glass roof and you're doing a rollover.
yeah, you don't want to go.
Previously, you had metal, so you didn't have to worry about anything. But if I'm being showered with glass,
Not great.
also during a rollover, I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So if you can reduce the amount of insanity in a rollover, that's amazing.
This is an all-new platform for Genesis and the Hyundai Group. It's not the eGMP platform that like the Kia EV9 is based on and the majority of products for sale today. This is the EMP, Electric Mobility Prime. This has got their new battery architecture. It's the largest battery in the Hyundai Group, 123.5 kilowatt hours. The range, not as impressive, especially compared to something like an Escalade IQ or a Lucid Gravity. They're targeting 316 miles when you get the normal version with the normal doors. We don't have the figure yet on the Neoloon version. But the battery is really interesting. So the pack is designed to prevent thermal runaway. So if a cell were to go bad and have a thermal event, it's not going to cause a runaway situation with the cells next to it, which is very smart. It also has predictive diagnostic on the battery. It uses cloud data that can warn you ahead of time if there's an issue with the battery. And it also has, I need to get some more information on this, a wireless BMS, battery management system, that's supposed to drastically cut down on the number of wires circulating throughout the battery pack. So really, really interesting. I'm inside the first edition version of the GV90, and I want to show some stuff off here. First of all, look how bold Genesis has gone with some of the seat trim options. This is really, really something that you're not going to find in, I think, a Lexus or an Acura. A purple seat material with purple piping, which I think is really cool. And then you also have this fabric texture on the inside of the door. There you can see. Pop that open. It's okay, you can open it, no problem. We also have memory seats over here. You got your little door button there, and then the emergency door override there. Heated cup holders that you can see there. And this one even has the executive style airplane trays. Really high quality. They feel nice to the touch. How do these fold back here? Oh, that's interesting. They even pivot out further. What's in this little cubby here? Ooh, little vanity mirror. Really nice wireless charger. This is a control for your climate system. It's a control for the roof and the shade. And then back here, we're even going to find an integrated fridge. So this one, first edition, doesn't have the third row of seats. So it's a really luxe interior. I like the lighting, for example, like the ambient lighting up here along the roof. First edition in the headrest, but you really have to appreciate just how bold this company has gone with this interior, with the car in general. It's a really high quality, well thought out machine. Here comes Carl Brower demonstrating the doors. The problem with the doors is you have to stand back pretty far for them to open up electrically. Otherwise you do that. This is a new motor setup too for the brand. Standard ELSDs front and rear. It's a mechanical, I'm told, limited slip unit, front and rear, 657 horsepower. We don't have any we don't have any 0 to 60 times for this new platform, but figure it's going to weigh potentially upwards of 6,000 pounds. We don't have the final curb weight, but that's not out of the question. So I don't think it's going to be blisteringly quick 0 to 60, but Genesis says it is effortless acceleration. I have an extremely limited amount of time with this new GV90, but I do want to talk about some of the other innovations inside this vehicle. For example, radiant floor heating and optional wood flooring, something that I don't think we've ever seen in any other production vehicle. The screen is their new Playos operating system, Android-based, roughly 24 inches worth of screen, and a button to raise it into a cinema mode. For example, if you're charging and you want to watch TFL car, for example, on the big screen, that's an option. 25 speaker audio system and a really unique shifter setup that will actually fold down into like the 2 o'clock position to let you know you're ready to drive, because there is no power button inside the GV90. They've taken a play out of Tesla's book there. Speaking of Tesla, Tesla does offer some of the best driver assistance in the world. It sounds like Genesis is improving a lot of the sensors and cameras inside the GV90, but so far it's still the Highway Drive 2 system, which is not a full hands-off point-to-point system. So I think Genesis should really start pushing the bounds as to what they're doing with some of the driver assistance. But from a design standpoint, it is definitely one of the boldest I think we've ever seen out of the brand. You know, they've really taken this two-streak design to the max with this new GV90. And I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below of what this thing looks like. When it comes to ride and driving in the GV90, it has Genesis's first dual chamber air suspension, which it will need because this is rolling on 24-inch wheels. That is a properly massive wheel and therefore a fairly thin tire, 285/40 R24 in this version of the GV90. Now that air suspension is designed to be raised about 35 millimeters for off-road, down 15 millimeters for sport driving, and then the rear especially can be lowered about 40 millimeters for loading things in and out of the cargo area. Now this is a version with the normal doors. You can see it's got a normal B-pillar. Sorry, Josh. And I think that this is ultimately going to be the more popular version of the GV90 because I think most folks are just going to use this as a family luxury hauler, but if you do want the ultimate luxury, the coach version is available. Be sure to let me know what you think of the new Genesis GV90 in the comments section below. This is a 2027 model year. It will go on sale in Korea later this year. Figure probably next year for us US consumers, and I will be curious to see if everything we see makes it to the US, such as the swivel seats. But kudos to Genesis for doing something totally different and new. I think it's a really well executed design, and if it drives as well as it looks, this could be a big performer. A very limited front trunk is definitely a con to this vehicle, not a lot of front space, but to its credit, even the coach door version does get a fairly sizable third row. Keep in mind, this is a large SUV, 208 inches overall in length, which is pretty unbelievable. But I love their use of materials. I love their use of technology. I'm excited to see how this new battery pack performs. 20 to 80% in, under 20 minutes sounds pretty appealing. 350 kilowatts worth of fast charging capability. So I think that's, more or less on par with some of its competition. And it does have a NACS port located back here. So if you just push in on this, you can see that will fold out. Now let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Head on over to alltfl.com and we got more videos for you coming soon.